This is going to be a neat little experiment that I'm doing. A video test. Oh, my wheel's creaking. That's okay, though. And I thought it was going to be, something a little bit different than the usual YouTube videos you're seeing. It's not going to be edited. It's not going to have any fancy things. It's just going to be speaking my mind, some random guy on the internet, talking about things, living in LA, and working in Hollywood. That's about it. Funny thing, whenever a camera turns on, everyone's like, oh, you're working in Hollywood, all of that. But this is the first episode test of the emergency broadcast system, and this is only a test. And YouTube videos nowadays are so produced and processed that you really don't have a sense of what it really means to like watch a video. And I'm pretty sure like this is boring. And that's the thing, there's not enough boring videos that are just talking about whatever. Everyone's got to have their cuts, and they got to make all the things. And I should know, I'm a damn editor. And on these drives, you're going to see me blow my nose, you're going to see me cough, you're going to see me actually be human. It's not going to have any AI enhancements. I might adjust the audio so that way it'll sound better. But the point that I wanted to do was basically practice talking, practice speaking, practice sharing my knowledge with the world, how Hollywood is, how it works. Maybe not specifically Hollywood, but also life lessons too, and how I've been able to make it and do all right. But also too, my sister is not well, or at least in my opinion. She thinks she's well, but she's not. And that was sort of the inspiration to get me to do these damn videos. It's funny because half of you looked at the screen or listened to it and you thought your video has stopped. Like that's the magic of this one. Because I believe nobody's gonna watch this, nobody's gonna care. That's your first Hollywood lesson. Nobody cares about you. All they want is what value you can provide. And I say that with like a comedy tone in mind. It's like, everyone's trying to put themselves on screen. Everyone's trying to make it, I wanted to be a director. I wanted to be an actor, just like everyone else. But let's go back to my sister is pretty much like, I want to also make these videos because I'm doing the same thing. It's funny, like as an editor watching videos, like that's my entire job, and then cutting things together. What works and what doesn't, and a lot of phrases that folks say when they're starting to make videos, and even I'm doing it, is the reason why I want to do this, the reason why I want to do that. Like, I'm making this because. And in the world of, like, you need to get things, it's like you need to hold the tension. It's like you don't even say those things. You just say like the important things to the point and then move on to the next point. There's no time when you're watching the videos to like digest what just happened. And it's all about emotions. And it's all about, laughing and crying. That's drama. That's Hollywood. So my sister is not well, and I hope these videos help her to realize, not only to discover who I am, because we can't have a conversation. Like, if you put us two in a room, I'm gonna beat the shit out of her, and because she's just like there is no level of compromise between us. And Of course, I say that, it's like I get angry, I get like mad, but it's a natural human reaction to when somebody else is just like, hey, you realize, yellow light. It's like you realize you want to help somebody, and I've heard this many a times, but they don't. It's not that they don't want help, and they probably do see your perspective. But not to toot my own horn. Well, I am going to, but it's like I've been successful. I have the plan. Like I'm writing a book. I've done all the things, and I'm just like, hey sis, if you do the things that I do, you will also be successful too. Yeah, life sucks. Like everything sucks. It's a red light. But it's like you got to be nice to people, and you can't cuss them out. Like you can't you just can't do the things that she's doing, which is like continuously fighting everybody. And hey, and the results speak for themselves. She got fired from her other job, and she got let go. She has no money, and that's a longer story, let me tell you. Oh, there's a 300ZX. What is it? Is it a Nissan 300? It was that one thing in Gran Turismo. Great movie, by the way. So yeah, it's just going to be a stream of consciousness on this video. We might talk about some of the cars that go by, but it's just driving from home to work, and then a full day of work, and we'll see what goes on. And hopefully hopefully I'll move around long enough and have enough pauses, because the AI systems won't record the voice and like give you some sort of non-authentic video that's gonna trick you. And yeah, that's gonna be a thing about all my thoughts on AI. I guess the question I ask about the AI thing is, what AI video that you've watched and that you've paid for has been original? And when I say original, I'm not talking about like the memes or the Hollywood fight stuff or the choreography or anything, because I'm going to make an argument. Every single AI, like entertainment, anything, has always been based on something else that was made that somebody else cares about. It was based off a movie, off a TV show. I think there was like all those terrible Pixar, those Pixar stories, right? It's based off the Pixar, like that's based on something. And every single AI is based on something that came before it, and it's a remix. But you never want to watch any AI thing that's original and real and just and also pay for it too, because with technology everything goes to zero, in the sense that the longer everything has to get upgraded. Like that's how the tech industry works, right? Hollywood is the same way, in the sense that you need to keep making new shows, new TV shows, new actors, new fandoms, new things, in order to keep people, subscribed to the services, or to keep people going to the theaters. You always got to make new stuff. Everybody likes that. So I don't think AI has taken over. Something I really like this idea, this concept of just having silence in between videos. Like, you're not going to watch it, you're not going to listen to it. I mean, everyone is so infused with making, keeping, no dead air, like in the old times in the radio stations. And I guess that's the other thing too, is like, for me, I don't like subscriptions and like Patreon and, sign up for my blog and here's this or here's that. Everyone, like, I feel like I have a thing that like everyone on YouTube is just trying to, they're building their community, they're building their friendships, they're building their like people, and then we have the YouTubers that, take advantage of their, take advantage of their audience. They try to sell them courses. They try to, like, get the next thing. Like, I want to be upselled. I don't know. But it seems like the car's quiet enough where the audio is pretty good. And take this little dip right here. I'm curious to see if the camera's gonna do a whatchamacallit, see how much of it is it gonna be bouncing around, or if the stabilization like within the camera itself is pretty good. But yeah, I take the same route every day. Oh, there's some people here. Gotta just watch out for them. The thing in California when you're driving, best part is that you can run red lights within reason. You're not supposed to, but making a left or making a right turn on a red light, like, the police got other things to deal with. They don't really deal with traffic if you're being reasonable. And it's just like, whenever I go back to Texas or pretty much visit folks in other parts, it's like you really have to, I mean, look, you gotta abide by the law all the time, but here there's so many cars that you're just like, hey, I gotta go, like, I gotta make this turn, and traffic be damned, and it happens all the time. And there is an argument where I would say that LA drivers are like, you always get bad apples of the bunch, like, and LA drivers are good drivers, but yeah, that's my argument. LA drivers are good drivers, except for the ones that make us look bad. Because when everyone gets on the highway, everyone knows like how to keep their distance between like the car in front of them. You always get like one or two, people that try to, get past everybody, and then you're like, what are you doing, man? And like the whole thing of traffic is completely blocked up. So, and I mean, there's just so many people that even if somebody does get upset, you're just like, well, sorry, like, you go do your thing, I'll go do my thing, and we'll never see each other again on the road. Happens all the time. But I suppose I'll wrap it up and say that, look, these videos are going to be a bit different. They're going to be boring. They're going to be stupid, but they're going to be real. They're going to be exactly how, when people are recording their videos, like, they stop it and then they hit record again to get like the perfect line, and maybe that's it, because I think everything online you see is going to be a little bit produced and processed, and so I don't want to do that. And I think the camera is like a little bit down. Let's move it up just like that. Hey, there we go. That's a little bit better. It doesn't see my gut. Oh man. But I hope some of these lessons like can resonate with people, and I really do hope like it gets my sister to just see who I am. And I know it's in part of me is like, it's a wasted effort, because I mean, it's been 10 years, and it's not just like a little thing. It's been 10 years. I've been trying to tell her to do this and to do that, and I've helped her out in certain ways, And then eventually I just stopped because there was no reciprocation. There was no thank you. And that's all it takes. All it takes for me to support you and to do whatever you want is just to be nice, is to not yell at me, is to, you know, like just be polite and say thank you when I do something. And that's it. That's it. But every time it's a fight. It's fighting all the time. It's just like, you don't know me, you know, you don't know who I am. It's like a high school rivalry. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating and all that stuff. But you know, anyway, I'm coming up on work, so I'll leave you guys go. Hopefully this test worked out all right. But until next time, you know, stay good, stay safe out there.